Hi all, Hal here with more Space Engineers, and yeah, we've been getting things done. Excuse me, a little congested this morning. And yeah, so we have gotten our mining going. We have started a new side project, and we've gotten a whole lot of resources mined. So we'll walk you through what's changed, what hasn't changed, and what the plan is for the short term. But first, we have to get started. So let's go. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you had a fabulous weekend. For those who celebrated it, got to spend some time with your friends and family on the Easter weekend. So what I have been doing. Okay, so if you remember, we set up some point defenses over here last time so that, if anything comes in while we have the ship out, we should have at least a little bit of protection. We're going to add a couple of defense cannons over on this side as well, because basically what I want to do is to have an area that is constantly and pretty densely protected, because right now this really is our resource production area, and I really don't want to run into an issue with we come back and it's a big smoking crater. So we're going to do what we can to make sure that that does not happen. Now, there are a few things that I'm going to end up making some changes around here, I think. One of the things that I want to do is I want to have a walkway that comes all the way out here. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to remove this particular block or not and have it move all the way down. But what we have done is we've gone ahead and piped in a new connector system over here. So we were talking last time about putting a defensive cannon out. And so what I'm doing is that's basically what we've done. Now, we run into a bit of a problem. As you can see, some of the asteroids, or some of the meteors, I should say, have been getting kind of close to our solar farm. We had 4, maybe 5 linear strikes. Oh, and I want to make sure we don't have to worry about the solar panels getting knocked out, because all it takes is one meteor to hit that base and this entire assembly comes down. Now, obviously I could rebuild it and everything, but like I said, I don't want to come back to any nasty surprises. So we've built this tower a little bit taller than our solar array. We have enough space here that solar array can actually go and spin 360 degrees without hitting this tower or any of the things that will be mounted on it. Now, one of the things that I am going to do is we're going to use the little mini cannons that we, I'm trying to remember who made those. But the same as the cannons we've put in for the other point defenses. And what I'll end up doing is I think I'm going to put, I don't know if I'm going to do one on the back side. I may do one on the back side as well. And like I said, the idea is that we want to have small, dense clusters of cannons with overlapping fields of fire, but that also have their own dedicated arc. That way, you minimize the number of things that, or the number of cannons that'll shoot at any one object inbound. So, yeah, that's what we're going to be doing today. Alright, let's drop down here. Let's not kill ourselves. Alright, so we have a bunch of plates. And what we're going to do is I'm going to continue what we've got going on here. And this really is just to, give it a little bit of structure, not so much really do anything for it, because we're not going to weld these up. I like the scaffolding look. We are going to do this all the way around. So what we're doing right now is just trying to get all of this stuff in. And I'm going to probably end up putting some lights on it, just so that we can see it. couple more blocks. I think that's like 25 or so, 26 blocks tall, something like that. Alright, so we're going to leave that one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave 1. 2, leave 1. 2. I'm going to leave that one. Alright. And then we're just going to repeat this process all the way down. Like I said, it really is just to give it a little bit of a more finished look. You know, I like having some of the blocks be exposed, and I like having some of the other things showing up. What we're going to do here, it's like I absolutely love like the skeletal style watches. Oh, any construction components. But basically we're going to slap a light in on each of these, and we'll probably just set them up to all blank. I'm not going to set them up for sequencing. Don't really need them. Don't really need them to be sequenced. Alright. So, yeah, I'll probably work on the detailing of that a little bit later off camera just to get it done. Now, we are going to need different types of material, and I don't remember everything that we need, so we're going to just grab a little bit of everything, and there we go. I don't remember if I need any large tubes for these things. I don't think so. Ravenbolt. That was the name I couldn't remember. Okay. And you are the selectable. So we're gonna, I think we're gonna put a long grids, that's what we need. Okay. I think we're gonna put a long cannon here. It's grids and computers. What we will do for this block, so that's long barrel, that's a short barrel. T3, T4. What are you? You're T1. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. We'll do one here. A few around. A few around. And sure. So we just need computers and a lot of grids. Okay. Hopefully. Let's see. So yeah, computers and grids. Okay. Let's go grab those really quick. Actually, I don't have any done. If I had one of those complete, I could just grab it out of the base of it. Let's go and throw all this back in here. We want those and those. But it does make me feel a little bit better knowing that we have defensive turrets up and running over here now. Mainly because of the fact that, well, I'm paranoid. Alright. And I think, can I stand on there? Yeah, I can. Awesome. The question is can I hit any of, there we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to grab all of our NATO rounds. I'm going to try and get all of these organized here. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's go turret. We want all of our turrets. No, not the turbines, just the turrets. Alright, that's a lot of turrets. Alright, and we're going to turn off their conveyor system for a moment. Let's see, let's go We'll throw all these in there. Hide empty. Largo, no, large. Okay. There we go. Now what I'm doing is I'm basically letting the system rebalance everything. Yes, I had been out doing some ice mining. Spent a wee bit of time doing that. Okay, so now if we go back in here, we say use conveyors, and it should yeah, okay. And that's what I was hoping for. Now, the reason why I do it this way is because even if I go grab, say, more magnesium to make more ammo, because I am actually out of magnesium as well, I believe. Looks like. Yeah, I think so. Let's check that. Yeah, I'm almost completely out of magnesium at this point. Which is fine. Man, we got a lot of iron. It's just all good. Oh, because we can go over and we can mine some more of it. I am not building a 2-kilometer long piston system to get over there. We'll probably set up a small mining outpost over there that'll just be a couple of solar generators, a cargo block, or solar panels rather, a cargo block, and some drilling paraphernalia. All right. So we do need to set up these, because I don't want them, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. They should all be targeting, I think they're all targeting already.
Energy low.
Yes, yes. So this should be all of them and this one, right? So we want missiles on, meteors on, small ships off, large ships off, no characters, don't target stations, no neutrals obviously. And then we are going to have, no, we're not going to have you target ships, because we have NPC factions turned on, and I don't want these things shooting at the NPCs once we have some atmospheric craft up and about. And I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't had any yet. I'm kind of expecting them by now, but I don't know. I'll have to check to make sure everything on the mod's loaded correctly. I may also have to add in a couple of additional spawner scripts, basically, which will allow specific types of ships to spawn in specific areas. But yeah, okay, so that gets us at least a little bit more defense. I'm feeling a little bit better about the base now. You know, it's nice knowing that these guys are gonna be here to protect us. So let's head down here into the mining area for just a quick moment. Are you still working? You are not rotating fast enough. You need to be rotating faster. Okay. Okay, so we have, let's go ahead and reverse this. Actually, I'm going to bring this back at five. Okay. Let's go ahead and we're going to do the rotor block. We want to have this advancing much faster than it is. Let's bring that back up to 0.3. And we want you to actually be
energy critical.
Oh, crap. Okay. We can do this up from inside this, up in the chair, so we get recharged so we don't start dying again. There we go. Alright. Okay, so let's get back in here. We're going to grab our piston. We want lower 3. we actually want you to be extending at 0.0. And we'll give that a moment. I really should move one of the med station, or like one of the survival kits out here somewhere. Alright, so lower 3. So as you can see, lower 3 is extending. We've added a lower, a mining piston, lower 4. So when lower 3 is fully extended, then we'll have a lower 4 extend. And that gets us about halfway to the cobalt. Which is funny because, you know, we've already found cobalt and nickel. Well, actually, that'll actually get us into both the cobalt and nickel. Like, into the heart of those. That's going to be awesome. Okay. Now, I may come back, and somebody, I'm trying to remember who it was, said that I should have a drill on, like, on the bottom of this one, basically to start mining out all of this stuff as well. Honestly, I'm not really that worried about it. I have so much cobalt right now that I will never use all of it in this single playthrough. It's just, that's the way, you know. Now, actually, if we start doing a really large build, it might not be a bad idea to have more cobalt. Nickel, definitely. Iron, this is all going to come out. Hey, look at you. I must have dropped the plates and not picked them up. But yeah, so the whole mining rig is, you know, as you can see, slowly excavating a very large area. And because we can now recycle the stone in the in vanilla without having to use, you know, little cheatsy things, we've gone ahead and put a bunch of basic refineries in so that those are intercepting mostly stone, but everything's passing through here. So, and it is just cranking out resource. Actually, before I forget, let's hop in here for a second. And we want to go, actually I want to do large cargo 3. I think it is 2. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to just transfer all of, let's hide this. We're going to transfer all of our finished refined materials over here, so that we have them all in one area, so we can see exactly how much we have without having to go into the ship or over to any of the, basically as long as I can get to things. Okay. We have so much material, it's just like, it doesn't know where to put it. We're up to 15 million processed iron. I don't think we need a whole lot more of that. Oh, alright. So I do need to get some more magnesium. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to do a quick cut. We're going to get the tower finished up, get the lighting in on that. Probably get the next phase of the mining piston system running. I'm going to go grab some magnesium. Oh, we've got a lot to do. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a quick cut, and we will be right back. And it looks like point defense is working quite nicely. Look at that. Now, the one disadvantage to it is that, well, we're not going to be able to gather the resources, but that's okay. Okay, the one thing that hurts is that, you know, you get a lot of a single type of material, in some of these. So if you get a wave of uranium, for example, you'll get, you know, multiple meteorites, a little bit of uranium in them, and then means you don't have to go mining it.
Inventory full.
But it is what it is. It's fun. Okay, let's just drop that off. What I may do is I think I may bring the little miner over here and have it just mine this entire thing out. All right, so yeah, we were just out checking, making sure we were picking up all of the stuff that was mineable. That looks like that was ice. Yeah, that's ice. Actually, that might be magnesium. Nope, ice. Okay. Let's see. You are mined out. You are mined. You're not mined. What are you? You look like nickel? Yeah, nickel. Never hurts to pick up more. Free resources, you know, it's all good, right? I know I'm so cheap. It's like, if I don't have to go mine it. Oh, alright. That's silicon. Don't really need that. And you are gold? You're gold, yes, you're gold.
Energy low.
Almost looks like what you kind of expect uranium to look like, you know? It's like that sickly, goldish. And you are more... Where are you? You're silver, right? Come on. There you go. Are you silver? Yes, you are. Even better. Okay, let's head back. Go drop some of this stuff off. It's good to know that our defense tower is working. With that concentration of firepower, I am not expecting it to be a huge issue. Where are you? Let's turn off our light for a second. You look like a large stone of some kind. Ah, you are the stone that I dropped off. Okay. Alright, let's get this stuff into our inventory, or into the network, I should say. Let me drop all this off. Let's drop all this in here. The refineries will pull it out eventually. I'm not too worried about that. I do want to go grab some of that silver, though. Alright, so I have to say, the new cockpit, I am really starting to like this thing. It's like, it's probably not fair to say it that way, because I actually did like it before. There we go. But I have to say, it is it's nice. I really am enjoying it this way. I am really enjoying the increased visibility you have, and then having, you know, so when you're out and about, if you're mining, you can just look down at your screen. If you're doing like I am, where we do not have, we can't see. I don't know if you can hear me hitting the key or not. We don't have external view, so everything we're doing, we have to actually plan around accordingly. Actually, I should have checked that, made sure you did not have any stone. You've got a bunch of stuff in your survival kit. We're gonna have to move all of that over. Now, one thing that I'm probably going to have to do is rebalance how we have the drill heads mounted, because this cockpit does stick out a little bit further than, you know, the regular cockpit, the regular industrial cockpit. but it does give you a better idea of where you are in relation to the cockpits. Now that we just had a easy way to recenter the camera. Gonna grab a little bit more of this. Look at how fast this thing is just eating this stuff up. I want to make sure we're not wasting any of our material. Now we actually have quite a bit of storage capacity left, so I'm not going to worry too much more about that then. Yeah, so, and then for the folks who are playing along at home, if you haven't heard, because I know not everybody follows everything that Keen says, they actually made an announcement over on their social media page. So I think it was on Twitter they announced it. Basically, they are going to change the way that the new accessories pack operates. So anybody that has it can build it. If you're playing, let's say you're playing on a server that the server admin has installed it on, you didn't just be able to interact with it. Now what they're going to do is you'll be able to interact with everything, whether or not you've purchased the pack. You just won't be able to build it. So the blocks will be available, but unbuildable unless you purchase the download pack. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and the additional thrusters we threw on this thing a couple of episodes ago, working lovely. Check to make sure we didn't just trash anything accidentally. Alright, so let's back up a second, make sure we get all of this stuff. Oh. So yeah, this is basically what I do in between episodes. Now, later this week, I am planning on doing a build. I'm not sure if we want to do a ship. Well, I mean, it's going to be probably going to be a ship. Let's be quite honest here. But I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. So you still have cargo capacity. You're full. You're full. Tanks are full. The drills are not full yet. Okay. Basically, just trying to make sure we get as much of the material out of here as possible without wasting it. Because if you drill it and you don't have anywhere to place it, you lose it. So. Okay, that should be good. We'll take... Actually, before we go too much further... Ooh, that was close. Make sure we didn't do any serious damage to anything, because we did smack it into the ground a couple of times. Looks good. The fun part will be getting this thing docked back up to the... Oh, I really should put a docking camera on this one too. And yes, my antenna does say no ship here. Just because. Oh. Alright. So let's go ahead and... Well, that didn't sound good. I think it's about here. Is that right? Bring the nose down just a touch. Level her off. And that should be about where it needs to be, I think. Yep, look at that. So we do that. Turn those off. Turn that off. And I think we're golden. Okay, so let's go ahead and unload all of this stuff. We want this to go 3, no, 2. Well, it was 3. Alright. That's what we're going to do is we're just going to move all of our stuff over there. We'll rebalance this stuff eventually. We just need to get some of this crap out of our inventory though. There you go. Okay, so you are there. So let's move you there, move you down here. We'll move that out eventually. Gravel is processed. Alright, so we're looking for you. You're large 2. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this, empty that, move you over. Yeah, so, you know, it's basically just trying to keep all of the stuff sorted and separated. I will probably at some point come through and I'm thinking about installing either ISIs or the oh, what is it? Tim, maybe. I may install Tim. For those who don't know, Tim is Taladium? I don't know how you say his name. But yeah, basically it's a inventory management system that allows you to queue up things. It also allows you to balance your resources and production a little bit better than doing everything manually like I'm doing right now. So one of the things that you can do is you can say, I only want, like by using specific naming on the, like on your refineries and stuff, you can say, I want the priority for iron to be on this one, and I want the priority for stone to be on this one. And what that will allow you to do is not have to come through and rebalance things. It'll actually take care of everything pretty much for you. It's works really well. Okay, is there a reason why you keep pulling stuff? Alright. So we go 3. Alright. So let's go ahead and get the rest of this. You are processing, you're processing. You are storage. You should be over there. Okay. Because we want to make, like I said, we want to make sure we're keeping resources somewhat together. Wow, that thing has processed a crap ton of material already. Okay. And you guys will go there. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. That's a basic inventory management at least. Alright, so this episode has gone a little bit longer than expected, but we did get a lot of stuff done today. We have our new defense tower in place. We have just brought back a crap ton of resources. And the mining rig is, well, still mining. Actually, I'm going to check to make sure you are okay. Would probably be good if I'd stop slamming into the ground at high rates of speed. Yeah, so I may actually... That is a lot of cobalt to be leaving there. That's a rather large vein of it, too. I may be putting in a drill pointing straight down. What I'll do is, if I do, I'll mount it so that the drill head is flush with this, so that we'll get the little bit of clearance. That's going to increase the amount of resources we're pulling to. That's going to be nuts. Okay. But it's good to see that the drill is continuing on its way. Let's hop up over here for a second. Ah! When I said hop, I meant land. Oh, thank you. Come here. And we want to check all of our pistons just to see where we are. Lower third is fully extended now. So what did we do for your velocity? We did 0075. Okay. Now, see, one of the things that I have to do is I end up having to rebalance things. Like how fast the pistons are extending, how fast the rotor is rotating. Because what's happening is that as we get further away, for those who know some, yeah, well, linear physics, I guess, or linear arithmetic. As you get further away from your source, your rate of the rate of translation, I guess you would say. Anyway, the speed at which you move the further away from the center you are increases exponentially to the distance away, right? I'm tired. It's the middle of the day. Terms have failed me. But for those who know what I'm talking about, basically, yeah. So as we get further away from it, as the pistons continue to move, what will happen is that we need to rebalance how fast the pistons extend versus how fast the rotor is moving, because you know that change in velocity as you extend out does some funny things to it. I've had a couple of issues where I've come down here and the piston was extending too quickly for the rate of rotation on the rotor. And so what would happen is I'd come down and this portion of the drill would be up against the stone, and because it's far enough back, it's not able to clear out the stone with the drill head. So yeah, anyway, I'm rambling at this point. I'm going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy your week. And yeah, you know, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. And if you want to correct my terminology or the lack thereof, feel free. That's, you know, the comment section's for. Oh, radial motion. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. If you want to be kept up to date, make sure you hit that subscribe and ring the bell. And we'll see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care. Be safe out there, everybody. Oh. All right. Get off my feet for a little bit. Kick back. Oh, you know what we need? We need beer in this game.